Hi, good evening. Today morning we shared a video highlighting some of the important discussions between the Executive Director Marketing Sales of Maruti Udyog, that is Mr. Sashank Srivastav, and the Chief Journalist from CNBC TV, Lata Venkat, in which we discussed host of issues, host of important events in the automobile world in terms of your semiconductor shortage, your container shortages, the gap between supply and demand, and the host of waiting periods. We talked about CNG plans of Maruti, capex, and host of other things, price increases, etc., etc. And today there was another very important news, which is the registration data for the month of February was released by the FADA, which is the Federation of Automobile Dealers Association, by Mr. Parikshit Luthra, who is the secretary of that institution. In fact, after the end of the pandemic, of course, automobile sales continue to suffer heavily, but after the pandemic, right from the month of November and December, the green shoots were very clearly visible, and the sales has picked up from then on. There has been an organic growth. But the fact equally remains that it's restricted only to one industry, that is the passenger car industry, and of course the tractor industry. But for all practical purposes, the tractor industry is not considered part of automobiles. It comes under totally a different heading, which is your agricultural equipment, etc., etc. So on the automobile front, there's only one industry, that is the passenger car industry, that is doing well. But other than that, if you look at the commercial segment, especially for the month of February, okay, the commercial segment has gone down. Your two-wheelers have gone down, your three-wheelers have gone down, and that's the state. In fact, they've shared the registration figures. I'm talking about the registration, not the wholesale dealer figures. The registration has come down by 13% overall, while the passenger cars have gone up by around 11%. The two-wheelers have come down by 16%. The three-wheelers have come down by 50%, and the commercial vehicles have come down by 30%. People attribute lots and lots of reasons for this reduction. Some say it's because of the price increase. Some say because of general confidence, economics, etc., etc. But we really don't know. There has been one round of price increase in the month of January. And now with such a huge demand in the supply and demand gap, in fact, demand is chasing supply. The sales may have come down, but supply does not exist. That's the greatest issue. That's probably because of two important reasons, which we discussed in today morning. Also, one of the reason is the shortage of semiconductors and shortage of containers. We will look at each of these two issues separately. As far as the semiconductors are concerned, every company, they plan their production well in advance in terms of how many vehicles will be produced in the N plus 4th month or N plus 5th month. They had underestimated the demand, automobile demand, as a result of this corona, because that threw the complete life out of gear. And the same thing happened with the automotive industry also, because forecasting becomes extremely difficult because these are very highly capital intensive, whole lot of calculation. People use regression analysis, time series analysis, your host of extrapolation techniques. I don't know, nothing worked. All said and done, the future demand was heavily underestimated, as a result of which the company which manufactures these semiconductors, etc., obviously they have to run their facilities. They have their own employees to take care of, right? So what they did was they diverted whole lot of their production to other things, like your mobile tablets, your laptops, your video game consoles. All said and done, because during corona, anybody would expect that everybody was working from home. Many were working from home but playing from home, your video games and consoles, etc. A whole lot of that was diverted to them. That's major issue, because they have their own plans for production. They plan their capacities. Suddenly you go and ask them for a huge amount of consignments. Those companies may not be able to produce and supply you. We are going through that phase typically today. This has been shared by a lot of automobile experts, including Mr. Shashank Srivastava in that interview with CNBC in the morning. That's as far as the semiconductor is concerned. The second important issue is your problem of containers. Container, what is this container? Container is something like you have thousands and thousands of ships moving around the whole world from continents to continents, continents to continents. They are on the move. It was a well set, well greased system which was functioning quite well, but this corona threw the whole life out of gear. There has been a great imbalance in terms of exports of imports of various countries. Every country was in a state of complete lockdown, and that has thrown the complete system out of gear, and that's what we are witnessing today. It's not container shortage. Hundreds of thousands of containers lying in places like your North America, North Europe, various ports, because those containers have to be taken out, they have to be deloaded, there are custom clearance issues. That whole cycle, it's kind of a vicious cycle that we are going through. That's one of the reasons why such things are happening. So these two have exacerbated the problem to a very vast degree. And so when you have this kind of a shortage, then what happens? Obviously the prices go up. And the third variable comes into the equation here, and that is your rare metals, your palladium, your rhodium, etc., etc. That's, as far as these materials are concerned. Mr. Shashank Srivastava had mentioned that both today as well as in his previous interview with CNBC around 1 or 2 weeks back. He talked about some of these rare metals, your rhodium, palladium, host of, I really don't know what those rare materials are. They are all used in the automobiles. 80% of that is being used in the automobile industry, and most of that comes from two countries. One is your South Africa and one is Russia. That is also a problem. And other important variable is your commodity market, your prices of steel, your prices of aluminum, including plastics, zinc. If you look at the price of steel in the last 3 or 4 months, where was Tata Steel and where is it today? It's crossed 700, 730. Today slightly it's come down, but that's a different aspect altogether. Where was SAIL? SAIL was selling for 20, 22, 25 rupees, and today it's crossing 65, 70 rupees. And that's the level at which the steel prices are going through the roof. You have aluminum prices are going up like anything. See, your aluminum company Hindalco and all these companies out the share markets, they are having a ball actually. But the immediate effect of that, because somebody's gain is going to be somebody's loss. That's what is actually happening. So most of this, in fact, 75% of the raw material, the cost of the car is the raw material cost. And most of that is your steel, aluminum, and these kind of things which have increased. So there has been one round of price increase in the month of January, and we don't know, the things are on the increase, the fuel prices are on the increase. Some experts say that there could be one more round of price increase because the profit margins are shrinking for not just for one automotive company, because all automotive companies, the margins are shrinking in spite of that recent price increase, right? So these are some of the challenges that the automotive industries are contending with, but one can hope that things will move, things will correct in the days to come, because this is a cycle. Once the cycle is set right, your semiconductors start coming, your containers start moving, the ships start sailing in the high seas. And there's been one round of corona elapsing also. There were serious rumors, and you saw the stock market falling down from 15,500 to 14,000. I think 14,500 or 14,600 on one specific day, and it's once again volatility is too much. I think we need to contend with these issues at least for a short time, and then I think we are on the right path, running towards the $5 trillion economy, right? Good guys, this is a new channel that we have started. We request you to encourage this. If you really like this, please subscribe to this channel, and please, if you like this video, put a like, comment. That will give us the required encouragement. Do put your comments and support our channel. We will keep coming up with lots and lots of news, especially on the automobile industry for you. And there will be range of topics here. In fact, we have sales trainings, we have leadership training materials, we will be putting up shop floor training, we have panel of trainers, we will be doing all this. If you have some requirement, you can always contact us. Details are there in the page. And those of you who don't work for companies but who want to improve your knowledge, subscribe to this. There are a host of things coming. We will be starting on spiritual playlists also. All this will be available in the form of a playlist where we will be putting up spiritual things. In terms of the first one I will be starting with is Bhaja Govindam, and then Viveka Chudamani of Shankaracharya I will be putting up, and including Bhagavad Gita is another thing, and then we have some plans. We will share all those with you, but for now it is training programs and automobile news. This one for IAS officers, also IAS aspirants, about the current events other than the automotive news, something about the economy of the country, etc., etc. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for your support. In anticipation. Jai Hind. Bye bye.
Jerusalem, ikayalami.